Michigan State weekend, and it was funny because Aidan Hutchinson got asked about that. And D-Mac, his response to me, and you and I talked about this pre-show, it was something where I liked it a lot, you liked it a lot. He understands the time and space.
Well, it spoke to me a little bit more about, if you want to understand about growing up around this area and having a finger on the pulse to being a sports fan or being a kid growing up and no matter what sports team, and realizing the gravity of the situation. So to me, it's maturity, it's leadership and what he said, but take it for a fact that, not too many times do we get guys to be able to play for our top team, be our top pick, be sort of, the future, the face of the organization. But this, to me, understands the gravity of what he's dealing with and his place, bigger than making sacks on the field. This has more of the cultural appeal to it, and he's on the way. But this really tells me that there's a lot of maturity in this kid and leadership community-wise.
Let's hear it from Aidan Hutchinson.
I don't think I can speak too much of it now that I'm a Lion. I feel like I unite Michigan and Michigan State fans, so I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I'll be tuned in, that's for sure.
So Aidan Hutchinson kind of punts on it a little bit, but you know what, Terry? I
Good.
like it. Yeah.
He's a lot more mature than these 40 and 50 and 60-year-old fans out there. Here's what Aidan Hutchinson understands. He's with the Lions and the NFL. His words carry more weight than they did before. He knows the only way that Michigan State can beat Michigan is if they rile up the Spartans with all this little brother talk and disrespecting them. So Aidan Hutchinson is saying, I'm keeping a lid on it.
But you know what else? Here's where I am with it. It doesn't matter. The Michigan stuff doesn't matter. Who is revered in the Lions front office right now? Who is revered?
The guy from Ohio State.
The guy from Ohio State. Lions fans. It doesn't matter. Once you get to the pros, it's fun in the locker room. It's fun to bet on it with your teammates that went to Michigan State or whatever. But that's it, because it doesn't matter. It has no impact on what you're doing for the Detroit Lions in the National Football League.
No, but
Zero.
He's worried about his alma mater. He doesn't want Michigan to lose this game. And he knows the only way that Michigan can lose is if former Michigan players start
I think it just doesn't
clowning.
matter. It matters to him, but not enough to talk about it publicly. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it matters a lot to him. And once again, I'll repeat
it matters personally to him, but he knows in the business time and space he's in right now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's cheering for his boys.
It's
he's
a
telling
hobby.
them behind the scene, let's go, let's get it. He wants to do it, but at the bigger picture of it, right? He's a Detroit Lion. It's everything you guys tell me that you want. Why can't guys move on from that? And he's also playing here, right? Which is different. We hear, Taylor Lewan's the one that spouts off the most, but he's not here. Guys away, they always trash in how Michigan or Michigan State are dog to the rivalries. Everybody's got an opinion from afar. He lives here. He lives in it. That's just leadership to know him. No, he's going to have his Michigan stuff on, sitting at home or whatever like that, cheering the team. You might even see a picture of him if they win. But he's not the front. He's not in front of it. The spotlight's not on him. He's just another Michigan fan. It's the same thing. Dylan Larkin graduated from Michigan. Andrew Cobb graduated from Michigan. They'll be cheering the heck out of their Michigan brethren no matter what they play. So I think that my thing is when anybody says, hey, it's my job to unite Michigan from Michigan and Michigan State fans, I'm sure people out there cringed. They don't want to hear it. There's that galvanizing force out there that always wants it to be big brother, little brother, instead of bringing it together. And that's, he recognizes that, and it's nice to see because it's nice to hear. That's business.
Plus, what happened to Aidan Hutchinson the last 2 years he played Michigan State?
Lost.
He lost.
That's the other part of it too.
He saw Kenneth Walker running right by him. So
apparently they don't remember his name.
He understands what this rivalry is all about because he's lived it, lost it, and doesn't want to see his boys lose it.
That's what pissed me off. I forget who it was. Some Michigan player was talking about the game last year, and he's like, Number 9 from Michigan State. What's his name? Number 9 from it. You saw his name enough when he was running down the field, running the end zone. You're looking at that nameplate a lot. I'm sure you remember it, clown.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Mike G. Neil, you should be like Aidan, uniting us, not toning Michigan all the time like you do 24/7.
No, he shouldn't. Well, your job is not to unite us. Your job is to agitate sometimes, stimulate,
make you think.
make us think.
Troy Fiegel, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Neil doesn't down Michigan; he just gives facts, in my opinion.
With a nasty tone.
No, but
What kind of tone would you like this fact, sir?
no, but it is. It's I like it. Aidan Hutchinson, because as you go on, if he wins a playoff game, dude, Michigan State fans will be jumping up and down inside Ford Field too. No one will care. No one will care where he wins. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, isn't it wild, right? I did get you realize that coming into this game, this is a Saturday game where you got your green and white, you got your maize and blue, and it's just boom, boom, boom. Less than 24 hours later, everybody will be wearing their Honolulu blue and white, right? Cheering for the Lions. That's the whole thing to get upon it. So he realizes that it's the next step. I hear you guys talk about it all the time, right? About you're not there anymore, you don't play there anymore. Well, he's letting you know that he realizes that.
Yeah.
And to Terry's point, there is some crow to be eaten if you're a true pro, that he ain't gonna have no bragging rights because he didn't beat them. So how's he gonna die, right? There is something as a man, right? You can't talk to. It's true men, right? When they know that they don't have a place to talk because maybe they've been beat, and I don't care. Maybe it's on the golf course, right, where you're playing with a guy that you know is a little bit better than you. You realize that. You give him that respect, and there's some of that too.
Michigan fans are very much on brand. Trey Matt says Hutchinson's 2-2 against Michigan State. Yes, we know. 0 for the last.
How much did he play in those first 2? Give me that snap count.